Morning everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me again, I do appreciate it. Now you're probably wondering what we're doing sat in the house. Well, there's a good reason for that. It's absolutely chucking it down with rain out there. But I have been assured by the weather people that it's going to blow over in about an hour. So fingers crossed. Mind you, I've heard that one before. Anyway, right, this is where we're going today. Google georeferenced side-by-side maps on one of my permissions. Now that dark area there is where a farmhouse used to stand in the late 1600s, early 1700s, but it's long gone. It's in that field just there, but now there's absolutely nothing, just the field. So you never know your luck, we might find something. Once again, fingers crossed. So that's what we're doing today once the weather improves. Before we go any further, I just want to give a shout out to a friend of mine called Greg from Finding America. Nice channel, finds some really nice stuff, and he also puts some lovely period photographs in the video, usually towards the end. The videos are very well made, and I will admit I do enjoy watching them. So if you haven't already, give them a watch and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Anyway, that's that. So we'll wait for the weather to clear up, we'll get out there, do some digging and see what we can find. Okay my friends, I'll see you all later. Bye bye. Well, first signal boys and girls, only been at it about 5 minutes. Cracking signal, came up at about 82 on the scale, about 5 inches deep, and it's just there. And it looks like, well, it's made out of lead, and I would say that it's some kind of, it's a bit flat on one side, probably where it's been bashed with plough or something, but it looks like some kind of extremely old lead stopper. Out of some, well, I think it's a stopper anyway. I'll clean it up later on and we'll have a better look. Okay, now see you in a while. Next signal boys and girls. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm still on the site of where that old cottage used to be. I think it was built in about the late 1600s. Anyway, we've got another signal down here. It's about 6 or 7 inches deep, and unless it's a very big dandy button, I think we've got the first coin, which is just there. So let's have a look. It's very big and it's very thick. So you know what I'm thinking, don't you? Whether it is or whether it isn't, I don't know. But knowing my luck, there'll be absolutely nothing left on it at all. But I'll have a look in a bit, and we'll see. I mean, that is a very big coin. So I'm thinking maybe George III. Sound as though I know what I'm talking about, don't I? Right, I'll see you in a bit. Boys and girls, still in the same area. Another signal down here, about 6 or 7 inches deep again. Two things in the hole. Firstly, a piece of glass, and I have got my gloves on, by the way. I've just taken them off so I don't get mud all over the camera. Piece of very old glass, probably something to do with the old farmhouse that used to be here, but that's what we were looking for. And it's a piece of square lead, possibly a token or a gaming piece from, I don't know. I don't think there's anything written on it or anything like that. I can't see really, but it's probably just a gaming piece. Okay, but it's a nice little find all the same. Probably a couple of 100 years old, maybe older. Right, I'll see you in a while. Well, next signal down here, boys and girls. I can only assume it's what's left of a shotgun cartridge, but if it is, it's a very, very big one. I mean, bloody hell, if it is,
Well, I don't know what bore it is, but that is a very, very big shotgun cartridge. I'll clean it up a bit later, just to have a better look. Okie dokie, see you in a while. Right, hello again everybody. Now, I nearly didn't dig this because it was a really scratchy signal. I mean, it came up at about 70 odd on the scale, and it's about 7 inches deep. But I'm assuming that the reason that it was so scratchy is because if you can see it there, it's on its edge. So let's see whether we've got a coin or a button. I'm sorry about the wind again, but well, it's a coin, but I'm afraid it doesn't look as though there's very much left of it, does it? Anyway, we'll give it a clean up later. You never know, your luck might get something off it. Right, I'm going to go for something to eat now. I'm starving. Right, I'll see you in a while, everybody. Whoopsie-daisy. Well, here we are again, my good friends. I'm holding the camera quite close to me. I'm trying to shelter it from the wind. Signal down here, very good signal. Came up at about 82 on the scale, about 6 inches deep, and it's just there, still in the clod. So we'll open it together, and it's a very, very nice colour, that. Put that in there. Looks like King George, God rest his soul. Excellent condition. Definitely get a date off that. Can't see it without my glasses on, as usual, but that is a cracking little coin by anybody's standards. Okie dokie, right, I'll check the hull, fill it in, and we'll crack on a bit further, my good friends. See you in a bit. Another signal down here, boys and girls, and this one was deep. It was about 9 or 10 inches deep. Anyway, eventually found it. It's some kind of HORST TACK ring. It's a very old one. It could even have been handmade. But it's a nice little find all the same. Okie dokie, I'll see you in a while. Bye bye. Well, my good friends, I've just dug this hole out. It's only about 5 inches deep, but that's what caught my eye at first. I could just see a bit of round soil with some green patina on it, so I thought, ha ha, there's a coin down there somewhere. And I think it's just there. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Probably another completely destroyed coin. Oh no, I can see somebody's head on it, I think. That could be bloody out. Anyway, I'm not bothered, it's another coin. I'll tell you something, boys and girls. I've done this permission before with my old machine, but I tell you something, the T2SE, I'm finding loads more stuff. Anyway, I'm sorry if the wind's getting a bit bad now, but I'll turn the camera off. See you in a bit. I've decided to come and do down the side of this hedgerow where there's an old footpath, simply because in the open field the wind was just getting far too strong. Anyway, we've got another signal down here. I'm looking at it, it could be modern, I'm not sure. Came up at 78 on the scale, it's about 6 inches deep, and it's just there. Oh no, it's not modern, no. Oh, we've got a Queen Victoria. Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. Looks in quite good condition. I mean, this footpath actually adjoins my other permission at the other side of those trees where I found that hammered coin folded in half. So it's a continuation of that onto this permission. So yeah, there we go. Nice Queen Victoria coin. Right, I'll fill the hole in and see you in a bit. Well, hello again, my good friends. I've come a bit higher up on the pasture now. It's getting even bleeding windier. Anyway, not to worry. Just dug this target out here. Came up at about 69, 70 on the scale, about 6 inches deep, and it looks as though we might have got another very crusty coin, which is just there. You can just see that. And And once again, it doesn't look as though there's anything left of it at all. It's absolutely destroyed. So, what it was, I haven't got the faintest idea. But it's another find and it's another coin. So we'll pop that in the bag and crack on. See you in a bit. Right, boys and girls, that's me done for today. It's not been a bad day. T2SE done me proud. Has to be said, it's found quite a bit of stuff that my old machine didn't find. We're going to do the roundup at home, mainly because just over there's about 30 cattle and they're heading in my direction, and quite a few of them are young bulls, and we know what they can be like. So I'll just say thanks ever so much for joining me again. Nice to have you with me, and I'll see you at home when we do the roundup. Okie dokie, bye bye. Right, I'm out of here.
Right, welcome back everybody. Now, as it happens, the weather people didn't do a bad job. It turned out to be quite a decent day, apart from the wind, that is. So anyway, what did we find? Oh, and before I forget, I only just managed to get out of that field before all the cattle came charging over. Bleeding things. Anyway, this is all the stuff that you didn't see me dig up, and it's basically a load of rubbish. There's loads and loads of lead, tons of lead. An old key, dug that up. Dug this bizarre thing up, which I can only assume is some kind of reflector off a, I don't know, maybe a bicycle or something like that, I don't know. Dug a couple of modern decimal coins up. One's a halfpence and the other's a 5p piece. But that was all the stuff that you didn't see me dig up, just rubbish. You only saw me dig one of these up, which is just some old HORST TACK. They're not factory made, they've been made by hand. But I did dig two of those up. So they're from the 1700s, early 1800s, something like that. The thing that I thought was a shotgun cartridge isn't. It's just an old aluminium cap off something. That's all that is. Then we dug this, which is some kind of medieval stopper. Note the milky white patina on it. It's a nice piece, that. It's been bashed about a lot, I know, but it's a nice piece. Got a hole through it there, which probably had a piece of string or wire attached to it, so they didn't lose it. That didn't do them much good, did it? So that was that. Then we dug this gaming piece up, which is probably medieval as well. It's got 4 dots in the corners. I don't know whether you can see those, but that's what that is. It's a medieval gaming piece. Coin wise, dug this one up, which is a George III penny from about 1797. As you can probably see, I have waxed the coins to preserve them, although I don't know why I've bothered waxing them to preserve them, because you can't see what's on the bleeding things, so that's that anyway. Then we dug another couple of George III halfpennies up. They're from about 1770, something like that. We dug this one up, which is a bit older. That's George I. I think that's from about 1719, something like that. I've checked it in the book and the size is right and everything, so that's what that is. And then we dug this up, which is a King George V 1p piece. It just shows you, doesn't it? When I first dug it up, it looked absolutely marvellous, but once it had been exposed to the air for a few hours and I cleaned it up a bit, there's practically nothing left of it at all. But when it came out of the hole, it looked fantastic. But there you go. King George V 1p, the date on that is 1920. And then we dug this Queen Victoria coin up, which I have waxed. The date on that is 1901. That's about the only coin that's worth waxing, to be honest with you, because anyway, so basically that's what we've dug up today, which just leaves me to say thanks ever so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Once again, thank you to all my subscribers, new and old, and all my viewers, new and old. Do appreciate it. Good to have you on board. And at that, I will see you on the next dig. Bye for now.